Cool. Let's see. Let's talk about God of War.
I'm playing God of War.
I'm also playing it.
How much of it have you played? What, can you say where you are without spoiling?
I'm still like my character is still level 1.
Okay.
My axe is level 3.
Okay.
A level 3 axe.
And please don't spoil anything because I've installed this game over the past week and not had a chance to play it.
I'm very sensitive to it, and I don't think I know anything that I could spoil, to be honest. Nothing that much has happened. But I feel like I played, I don't know. Where are you, Wamba? Because you said you played 10 hours.
Yeah, I'm...
Like, where are you in like the axe category? What level axe? What level dude?
I honestly don't know.
You don't know what level?
It might be like 3 or 4.
Okay. All right.
But I'm not in. I mean, it's like I don't know if that would be considered a spoiler. I don't think this is considered a spoiler because really it won't mean anything.
Okay.
I'm no longer on Midgard.
Okay. I just went to another realm too.
Okay, so I'm at the tail end of that second.
New Donk City. Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm at the spoilers. Second. That works. I'm at the almost near the end of New Donk City.
Okay.
I
just started that.
Okay.
I just got.
So I'm a little bit ahead of you. I like the game a lot. I know people think I hate it. I like the game a lot.
Well, you tweeted out that you didn't. You thought that you liked the game, but you didn't see. What did you say? You know what you said.
Yeah, that I don't see how it's some sort of transcendent video game experience. That, that people are like, this is the greatest game that's ever. This already should be Game of the Year 2018.
You haven't had any like moments with the game where you've said like "holy shit" out loud or "wow"? No. Oh, you haven't. Okay.
No,
I have.
No, I maybe like half of one. I'll say there was one moment like, oh, that's cool, and that was about it. Like once.
Okay. I mean, and I'm not talking about like any story beat or anything
no.
Like that.
Yeah,
I just mean like the gameplay. Like, I find it like.
I mean, throwing the axe and having it come back to you. Sure, it's cool.
It's cool. Like I think they did a really good job with the sound in the game, which adds to the experience. Especially like when you're talking about throwing the axe and having it come back. I know everybody talks about that, but it does sound really cool when it slaps back into your hand. I've had I remember when I was playing it a couple days ago. I said out loud, like, holy fuck, like, this is awesome. Like, when you get into the God of the Rage mode or whatever it's called.
I thought you were going to say the God of Warmobile there.
The God of Warmobile.
I was
like, that sounds like a better game.
I had not heard any about this yet.
Dude, it's got all-wheel drive and big cannons, like the Batmobile. I just remember, like, coming, getting into like the rage mode, beating the shit out of the guys, like the sound, it gets like loud and it's rawr. And then when you come out, like I don't know, it sounded really awesome and it looked really awesome. And it made me want to open up the outline and write God of War right away. So I don't forget to talk about.
I mean, I have that move where you hold down the R2 button and he cleaves people in half.
Yeah, that's a good one. I got that.
I mean, I like that. I mean, again, but these are like, these are all good God of War-y things.
Sure.
I like I said, I'm enjoying the game a lot. I think the game would be better without the child in it, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, the dialogue it's hit or miss. I'm
like, don't.
That child's going to come in handy when you have to solve a puzzle later on.
Well, this is what I would say. I say this. So the puzzles I actually kind of like. It was funny because there was one point where I was like, what am I supposed to do here? And it was just because I'm stupid. But my wife was sitting next to me and she's like, well, why don't you try hitting it another time? And I'm like, that's not going to work. But because you're here, I'll do it. And of course, that was how you solved the puzzle.
Right.
So there was that. But I like the puzzles a lot. I like basically, there's the comparisons between this and The Legend of Zelda are not inappropriate. I think that this is in many ways, kind of, it fits that model of the, not Breath of the Wild Legend of Zeldas, but like an Ocarina of Time style Legend of Zelda game. And, big open world, but still, you're going to these different areas, and when you're in these areas, you have to do specific things to clear out that area, and there are certain weapons or items that you'll pick up to help you clear those sections. Again, very Legend of Zelda-y things. Also, no jump, which I think I may have mentioned, but I'm not sure. It's no jump, just like Zelda. So, it feels like I don't want to say a grown-up Legend of Zelda, but maybe mature, or maybe Kratos actually is Link, and that's the twist at the end of the game.
No spoilers.
Spoiler alert: Kratos is Link, and he gets a green outfit.
I think they did a great job updating the game for this era of gaming.
Yeah, because they made it a Legend of Zelda game.
Yeah, which is not probably an easy thing to do.
It was not an easy thing to do, and a great idea. I'm saying that as a big positive.
Yeah.
As someone who felt burned by last year's Legend of Zelda game, to get one this year, whether it's Kratos or Link, I don't care.
Right. I'd imagine that the developers could have been worried about making such a big change to a game that everybody has played and is familiar with, and making it a game that's totally different, really. The combat doesn't feel really... Yeah, it's totally different. It reminded me of Dark Sector.
Okay.
Membership, Dark Sector.
I remember Dark Sector.
You're going to remember it again soon. That's a good thing. I like Dark Sector. You had the glaive in Dark Sector, and the axe works very similarly in that. I agree though, Wombat. The kid, I feel like the kid is very well written. He says things that, how old is he supposed to be? 12, maybe?
I was going to say younger.
Younger, 10 to 12.
Maybe your son's age.
Yeah, I'd say 10 to 12. I don't know. But he says things that, my son, I could see him saying. The problem is...
And you treat him the way you treat your son.
Boy. I only call him boy, of course.
Boy, don't touch that.
Boy, these dishes aren't going to unload themselves.
Boy, you have to kill the mailman, or he will kill you first.
The mailman's been talking mad shit about our door, boy.
Boy,
you know what to do.
Boy, when I press X, shoot an arrow at the lawnmower guy.
It's square, isn't it?
Yeah, whatever. Who cares?
So I like.
Spoiler alert.
My point is, I like the things that the boy has to say. The Kratos bit of him being the grumpy dad
father thing. Yeah. It wore thin on me very quickly.
Yeah, that's my really only complaint. Otherwise, I'm all in. I think the combat is fun, and they've taken parts of Dark Souls, I guess, and made it I died just the right amount, I feel. What level difficulty?
I bumped it down to easy.
You did, okay.
The problem I have is I think easy is too easy.
Oh.
Yeah, it's normal was probably harder than I wanted it to be, and easy is probably a little too easy. I kind of wish there was something in the middle.
Yeah.
But
I'm willing to die a few times. I'm not willing to have it to do the same thing.
I'm also willing
times.
to go back and forth with the difficulty. I'll play it on normal for an hour, and then if I hit a section where it's just, I don't want to do this for a fifth time, I'll bump it down to
It's nice they let you do that. A lot of games don't let you
exactly.
Do that.
I appreciate that because I'm, my skill set varies depending upon the day. So
Sure. The font on a 4K TV, even after the patch, at least on my TV, I know I'm not a spring chicken anymore, but I'm not sitting that far away, and I don't know. I got to really squint to still read it, even though I have it turned up all the way to 10.
I will say this also on my standard TV, my crap TV with my crappy PlayStation, it still looks great.
Still looks great, yeah.
Still looks great. It's a great looking game.
Not as good as Far Cry, though. I gotta say.
I think it looks better than Far Cry.
Well, I'm playing on the Pro, and the Far Cry on the X. So I'm playing both at its maximum goodness, and I gotta say, Far Cry looks. At least the forests and trees look a little better.
Both onto their basic consoles, on basic televisions.
Right.
I would give the edge to God of War.
Of course, the art of God of War is a lot better. Like it's a lot more colorful and a lot more going on. And
do you have
there's a lot
funky
more
armor?
effects,
Did you
like
put
cool
funky
effects.
armor on your Kratos?
Mm-hmm. I know you like that part. Playing dress up.
I would like it if there was a little bit more. Probably
get more. Find more.
I have a good amount.
Are you doing side quests?
Yes, I do all of them.
Oh,
I do all the everything.
Oh, okay.
Opening all the chests. I got some funky alligator skin stuff last night.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Mrs. Cheapy will watch me play this, but I am allowed to play it when she's not around because otherwise we would never finish.
Because she wouldn't miss anything.
Yeah, exactly. The story, I'm already sort of lost in the story, I think, but no, maybe not. I think I picked back up. They gave a little refresher for dummies like me at some point to remind me what was going on. But no, I'm really enjoying God of War, and I stopped playing Far Cry to play God of War. So yeah, good job, everybody. You did it. And no season pass or any of that nonsense.
Nope.
So it's interesting that Sony is basically like subsidizing single player games.
Well, it's not like they're going to release God of War for another console.
No, but you know what I'm saying? Like they could, like if they wanted to, they say, hey, we are, giving you all this money. We'd really like to see you put in. Oh, they own the studio? Which studios made
Santa Monica.
So they say, hey, look, it's God of War. I really want to make them extra bucks. Let's do, let's sell some loot boxes because the game does have randomized loot. I think. Is it random loot that you're picking up? It's got the color scheme that tells me that it's like random loot, with the legendary.
There is a luck skill though.
There's a luck skill.
Yeah, like one of the things you could boost is luck.
Yeah,
which is one of the things I did boost was my luck, so I would get better gear.
Sure. So they could go that route, and it doesn't look like they are. So in a way, by not doing that, they're sort of subsidizing our good time, I guess, or our lack of distractions and letting us just focus on the game, it's really actually appreciated. It's think about all those games that you play, like Assassin's Creed. They have like dedicated screens to the in-game store to sell you stuff, and this just focus on the game. It's cool.
Yeah,
so rare.